All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing a little more Armored Core Verdict Day. A little more. I have this last achievement to knock off, and then it's AC6 time. The last achievement's easy. All I gotta do is get money. So it's just more fighting Jay, because we could do it on any mission, but it is so significantly faster to do it by fighting Jay that it feels silly not to. So we're just fighting Jay a whole lot. But we should be starting with 6 not too long from now. I don't think it's gonna take that long to grind out this money. We'll see how it goes though. We'll see. My favorite AC streamer? Yeah. It's my favorite viewer who I saw in G-Man's comments this morning. Hold on, let me kill the... There we go. That was a perfect time. Yes. What was his video today? Oh, Avowed. Everyone's video today is the Avowed preview. / is it just review embargo? I don't think it's even like a... Yeah, it's just review embargo lifted. That's so weird. I went to Metacritic to see if it was just the general review embargo, and like, everything I saw about it this morning on YouTube was people being like, yeah, it's one of the RPGs of all time. Like, it's fine, I guess. It's just not great. But then I go to Metacritic and it's sitting at 80. So, like, I don't know, man. Do I have any money right now? I do. How much did I have? I had 1 set of ultimate weapons. Favorite ginger streamer from Minnesota? Not entirely ginger, maybe a little. Maybe like a hint of it. Oops, I do it every time. Oh, I'll do this instead, it's faster. All right. So, the achievement that we're working on, chat, is maxing this out. All the UNAC upgrades, we gotta max this out. We don't know exactly how much money we need, is kind of the best part. It's just, we're gonna be grinding it out. That's about it. I could upgrade my UNAC like as we go with the chipset upgrades. I'm sure I could improve my UNAC considerably, going from just what's available by default to, you know, all the maxed out upgrades. But honestly, the UNAC does his job like half the time anyway. I was gonna say most of the time, like half the time. I think it's just faster if I don't worry about it and just bang out all these J matches. All these 1v1s with the big man. Uh-oh, he's gonna nuke the UNAC. The UNAC nuked him back. That's what we love to see. How much money? Yes. We're actually close to finishing one of the 100% series. We are. They told me I was crazy. Insane even. But maybe you have to be a little crazy if you want to win. Oh god. The UNAC is dead. My shield is still up this late into the fight, which is wild. I never see it survive this long. There it goes. Damn you, Jay. You sit still just a little more for me? Less quick boosting, please. God. Audio jungle. There we go. Jesus. You've wasted more hours on games that have the initials AC than the entire AVGN series. Wasted is a subjective word. Negative profit because the UNAC got destroyed, but the ultimate weapons will make back like 1.2 mil on that anyway. Is that Phantasma? No, this is White Glint. Except here, he's more like Black Flint. It is legitimately White Glint, though. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, fucker. No. Oh. I saw something about taxes. I'd rather not think about taxes. It's too early in the year to think about taxes, man. It's too early. You can't make me do it until April. You can't. You can't make me. This is phase 1. This is the longest phase 1 I've ever had. He's absolutely about to assault armor the UNAC. There it is. The UNAC hit him back once again. Oh my god. We take those. The UNAC's gonna die on this run again though, but I think it's fine. It all tends to work out. The UNAC is just there to make it faster. He's doing his job. Even if he gets nuked and costs us a bit of money each run, I'm not too bothered by it. That was a good bit of damage. Come on, missiles. There we go. This day is not going to end. I've been doing my dumb taxes. I was adding up all the tax my wife and I paid last year, and it's shocking. Adding up? Rather get this stuff done before they close down the government payment systems and route everything to Elon Musk. What's it? If they shut everything down, does that mean we have to pay?
Report your status, Jay. All good.
Genuine question. Do I have to pay my taxes if the government is shut down? means you don't get refunds. It doesn't matter. I was gonna pay out the ass this year anyway. I had so few write-offs this year. You gotta remember, I don't get a tax refund. So, I only pay. That one hurt a little bit. Let's wrap this run up, Jay. I got bills to pay for these UNAC upgrades. Come on. The helicopter? Oh, will Chole be able to beat the helicopter first try? I hope so. I hope I don't make a fool of myself on the helicopter. Especially after just running Jay on repeat. Imagine I do get my ass handed to me by the helicopter. Live on stream. I fucking hope not. Gotta grind the mission. What's it? We gotta grind money to max out all the UNAC upgrades, which is really expensive. So it doesn't have to be this fight, but because he's the final boss, he drops one of every ultimate weapon. Every time that you beat him, you get one of every ultimate weapon. So all up, it's like 1.3 or 1.4 million every run. So he's just by far the fastest way to get money in this game. He's not the easiest way to get money by any means, but he's definitely the fastest. There we go. Beat him to the assault armor at least. The UNAC lives to fight another day. I wish he wouldn't fly outside of the map boundaries so much, dude. That one was pretty quick. Not playing a woke game. What do you mean? This game is so woke. It's got... I don't know what it's got someone. Where's the spreadsheet? Does anyone have the link to the woke game spreadsheet? Surely there's something. There's got to be something.
Report your...
They found something for everything on that list. Oh, that was fast. Okay.
All of mankind is crazy.
He didn't do a second boost. That was a bit weird. It might be too late for missiles anyway. I'll just wait. UNAC got some good damage in there. Oosh. Where's my UNAC when I need him most? There we go. I was like, this is the damage window, man. Come on. His armor stayed down a little longer than I thought it would. Could 621 beat a next? Definitely. 621 is well beyond what we're working with here. I would say almost definitely. Very little doubt in my mind. Like, the Gen 6 ACs are genuinely so many years ahead of the Gen 5 ACs. They're so much more capable. So unless the Dark Raven is actually built that different, like unless he is genuinely that crazy of a pilot. That's a crash. God damn it. God damn it. What's with the crashing specifically in the J fight? I swear I crash more in this mission than anything else. What the fuck? The next is too powerful. The game can't handle it either. It's just too much. The next pilot was a particularly bad one. That's the thing, too. Like, this is a construct of... What's his name? Someone help me out. Joshua something. The guy from AC4. The final boss of AC4. Joshua O'Brien, thank you. Yes. It's it's like an AI. Is it a recreation of him, or is it literally just his conscience transferred over, chat? It's one of them. You heard Armored Core 1, Master of Arena, and Project Phantasma are getting remasters? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pump the brakes. They are not getting remasters. All that's happening is that they are getting put on the PS Plus, like, classic subscription. There's no remasters happening. They're just getting put on PS Plus. And I guess they'll run at a higher resolution, I think. But I think it's supposed to be a clone. Yeah. It's just a disk image on an emulator. Yeah, that's all it is. It's nothing more than that. Which is why, like, my reaction when I saw it was, oh, okay, I guess. But even as, like, an Armored Core guy, it wasn't really much to like, worry about, I guess. Just not much to pay attention to. Oh, this one goes up to level 12. How much money do I have? How far does this get me? Let's go. Okay. Okay, that's not a bad round of progress there. That's just a few more J fights. Just a few more. Sorry, Paluna, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Appreciate it. And Adastra, am I saying that right? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, what's it? The Dynasty Warriors Vampire Survivors was not something I had on my bingo card. Also, for anyone who was in stream yesterday, I know it was Metal Gear, so a lot of different people, but still a decent bit of crossover. My stance on State of Play holds very strong after yesterday. I am glad that I did not watch it live. Enough said. It was a whole lot of... I mean, some of it was cool, but none of it's really like, you know, all that exciting. They showed more of Delta. They didn't show anything more than the leaked trailer, did they? Because when I was looking back through the highlights, they only linked the like leaked trailer that we already got like a week ago. So yeah, now we know that it was a leak, by the way, and that GameSpot apparently just said, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna get the bag on this one. Because clearly that trailer was meant for the State of Play. Wild. State of Dead game is limited. My jaw dropped when I was going back through it and like skimming it after the fact, and I saw that like the big premiere title for the whole showcase was Returnal 2. Because like my thing with State of Play is I always say it's a whole lot of nothing and then like one big game at the very end every single time, right? And their big game was Returnal, which I heard was great. I haven't played it yet. I'm sure I will love it because I'm a big roguelike fan. But like, Returnal 2 was the big, like, you know, the whole showcase built up to that. Kind of hard to believe that E3 is dead. Yeah. It's sad, because E3 was probably, like, the best one. Now I would say that the best, like, big gaming showcase of the year is probably the Game Awards. Probably. And even then, I don't love the Game Awards. They're still, like, they're so drawn out and just... Why is the Game Awards, like, 4 hours long? I don't want to be watching that for, like, 4 hours, dude. I really don't. And if I don't want to be watching that for 4 hours, being the big industry nerd that I am, who does? The Jeff Show? Yeah. Like, that probably is the best, like, showcase of the year at this point. But even then, I don't really love it that much. I miss E3 all of a sudden. Big roguelike fan? I'm a big roguelike fan. When does Sony ever have a good State of Play? Yeah, that's my thing. Every time that there's a State of Play coming up, I'm always on stream like you guys. Don't get your hopes up. It's gonna be a whole lot of nothing, one big game at the end. That's it. Don't get like crazy expectations. There's always some crazy expectations floating around for each of them. And then it's a whole lot of nothing with one big game at the end. Although yesterday at least had like a couple games before the big final one that were interesting. Not necessarily that I'm like thrilled for, but that were interesting, right?
Report your status, Jay.
Expectations are the killer of joy. Yeah, I don't know. Looking back through it, like there were a couple cool things. There was that weird new like story, like super narrative heavy game that they showed. I don't even really remember what it was about. But it had Leslie, I can't remember his last name, but the guy who was like one of the creative leads on every GTA game. Like, up until 6. GTA 6 will be the first GTA game that he wasn't involved with. And he also, I think, was an executive producer on Red Dead Redemption 1. I want to say. Benzies, thank you, Leslie Benzies. That I'm kind of curious about, mostly just because it's him. He was like a big part of what made Rockstar's games special for a long time. And so even though that trailer didn't look great to me, I'll keep an eye on it. Like, I'll kind of, you know, I'll side-eye it, see what happens. The trailer really didn't look that great to me, though. I didn't really get much from that trailer that I loved. But him being involved has me at least a little interested. Want to play Space Until Dawn? It doesn't look like it's Until Dawn, but maybe? I don't know. I'm assuming it'll be a shooter, just based on his, you know, portfolio. But maybe he's going in a totally different direction. If it is like Until Dawn, then I'm going to be not interested. I'm not a big fan of what I call choose-your-own-adventure games. They don't really appeal to me. Like Telltale stuff, not really my thing. Until Dawn, not really my thing. Come on, man. Just go down. Just let me have my money and reset. Please. I want to play AC6. I'm craving the Gen 6 gameplay, please. Oh yeah, they did announce a Lies of P DLC. I was just talking about how I never, I never finished Lies of P. I think I got like 75% of the way through and then just kind of got bored of it. But I liked Lies of P. I just thought it went on for way too long. How far did I get into Lies of P? Hold on. I have my Steam open in the background so I can look. Yeah, I got about 30 hours deep into Lies of P. And then I was like, okay. Yeah, I've kind of had my fill on this one. The Onimusha games, now that a new one's coming. If people want it, maybe? Just enough to get very invested. Or, sorry, to get invested in that. Okay, that is one thing. I shit on Nintendo Directs a lot too, because they deserve it. Absolutely. But Nintendo Directs are at least much shorter than, like, PlayStation and Xbox's bullshit. Oh my god, the UNAC has almost entirely killed the first phase off. I've barely done any damage myself. This is my only place to get my dose of anime babes. Yeah, the new Onimusha looks pretty good. Speaking of, like the new one. Onimusha 2 Remastered is cool, but I've already played Onimusha 2. I'm excited about the new one. The gameplay for the new one looked really good. Onimusha 3? I actually haven't played 3. I never got around to it. I played the first 2. And I haven't played any of the spin-offs either. And a new FNAF game. Wasn't it a VR game, the new FNAF one? And didn't they like split it off into its own separate live stream just for the FNAF game that started in the middle of the state of play and like ran alongside it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is all of that correct? Because from what I was reading, it seems like that's what happened. That it got like its own separate live stream that they started just like that minute, and both of them were going at the same time for some reason. I don't know any of those things. Damn. Makes me want to search for a copy. Dead Souls is like... Here's the thing. Dead Souls is not great. It's good and like nothing more than good. But it has such a weird charm to it. I genuinely did enjoy playing Dead Souls, and I would have played more of it if I had had time to. Like in the video's production schedule, I would have sunk more time into it if I had the time to sink into it. Because genuinely, I had a fun time playing Dead Souls, and I can't really tell you why. I did my best in the video to break it down, but like, it's just... It's kind of too fun. Days Gone Remaster, go at it. Bro, what the fuck? Seriously, I joked yesterday about like them remaster, like right at the end of the Metal Gear stream yesterday, someone in chat said it and I kind of played off of the joke about how they were going to announce a remaster for a game that doesn't need a remaster. And I joked and I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get The Last of Us, you know, Part 2 remastered. Oh wait, we already got that, didn't we? And then not even an hour after I was joking about it, Days Gone Remastered gets announced. Just what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know why they're doing this, because they have so many classic titles that could get remastered that aren't playable on the PS5 already, that people have been begging for. Like a God of War trilogy remastered for PS5. That would be an exciting announcement. Not fucking Days Gone. Actually, speaking of God of War, it's only a matter of time until we get God of War 2018 remastered. Mark my words, within the next like 2 years, we're gonna get it. Maybe we'll see a Spider-Man 2 remaster by the end of the decade at this rate. A Horizon Zero Dawn remaster. Okay. Actually, you know what remaster I want, chat? I want The Last of Us Part 1, Part 4. That's what I... By the end of the decade, please, Sony. I would like another Last of Us Part 1 remaster. But just Last of Us 1, whatever we're calling it at this point. Let's say your review of Armored Core is what led me to discover the series by AC6, and it's the first game I platinumed. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I like to blame Sony too. Yeah, the interesting thing with the, like, the reporting on Sony blaming FromSoft for not wanting to remaster Bloodborne, and then Miyazaki blaming Sony for not wanting to remaster it. Those reports both come from the same outlet, if I'm not mistaken. So, hasn't there already been 2 remasters of the first Last of Us game? Yeah, I want a third one. I want a third one, Sony. Come on. The one that you just did, it's not remastered enough. I need more remastering. I need more Last of Us 1 remastering ASAP. Or like I said, Horizon Zero Dawn remaster. That would be good too. I could settle for that. What the fuck was that? Sorry, but on the Sony saying that they don't do it because FromSoft, and FromSoft saying they don't do it because Sony. Sony holds the actual rights to the Bloodborne IP. So the thing is, if Sony wanted to remaster Bloodborne, they don't need FromSoft involved. Like, they don't need to get permission or anything. They own the IP. So I would still blame Sony, personally, because it makes no sense that they would not be doing it because Miyazaki said he doesn't want to. That just doesn't make sense to me. Like the Demon Souls remake, they just handed it off to a different studio. Like if they wanted to do Bloodborne, they would just do that for Bloodborne. FromSoft not wanting to work on it is not holding it back. There we go, missiles. Maybe they're scared of hurting his feelings. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that FromSoft had nothing to do with the Demon Souls remaster. I'd be cool with an Infamous trilogy. Yeah, Infamous, the original, like, Uncharted trilogy on PS5/PC. What other Sony games, chat? Like, actual old ones. Let's say PS3 is the limit. Like, early end of PS3. Just games that have not been re-released. Sly Cooper. To be fair, I don't know if Sly Cooper would sell like Sony would want it to. But maybe if they did work through more of like their legacy backlog. Let's do Sly Cooper. Fuck it. Why not? Oh, Jack and Daxter. Yeah, we could do that. Maybe the old Ratchet and Clank games. I don't think those have come to new systems, have they? Mercenaries 1 and 2. They remastered 1. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, the first Jack and Daxter is on PS4. I actually have that on my PS4. And I still forgot that they did that. But yes, they did do that. Old Ratchet and Clank games only made it to PS3. Yeah, imagine if they did that again. I'm shocked that they did Legacy of Kain, to be fair. Like, that already... I didn't see that coming. I don't know if anyone else did, but I certainly didn't. Because they just haven't been doing many of those, like, remasters of actual, like, old classic Sony titles. Most of the time, they just leave them to rot. All right, we're getting somewheres, chat. We're getting somewheres. Detection filled up pretty fast for how little money I put into it. That's the weird thing too, is that all of these different UNAC like categories, require a different amount of credits to max them out. So I really don't know how much money we need. It's kind of just keep going until it finally just fills up everything. Ooh, Killzone. Here's the thing. I don't even like Killzone. I mean, I don't necessarily hate it or anything either, but like, the Killzone games are just the most, like, you know, 7 out of 10 games you'll ever 7 out of 10. They're just very average games. But even then, that would be more exciting than, like, Days Gone. And I liked Days Gone. I thought that game was fine. It's not that I don't like the game, it's just, it doesn't need a remaster. I bought Days Gone like 6 years ago. It's not old enough for remaster treatment yet, in my mind. She's 7 on my 10 until I game. I saw Legacy of Kain coming because they did Tomb Raider and they're doing Gex. That's fair. You guys see that they're remastering Tomb Raiders 4, 5, and 6 now, and those are apparently coming out soon? For the sake of just remastering, like, all of the classics, I guess it's cool, but, like... Where are my Tomb Raider fans in chat at? Because Tomb Raiders 4, 5, and 6... if you're not a Tomb Raider fan, they're not great. They're not all that good. But I guess they just want to, like, complete the set, so to speak. So, in that sense, I can see it. Isn't one of them Angel of Darkness? I think so. My Tomb Raider memories are really fuzzy aside from the 2013 one, and even then my 2013 one memories are kind of fuzzy at this point. I played the Tomb Raider games when I was a kid, so... Hold on. Tomb Raider... I think one of them is Angel of Darkness. 4 is the last Revelation, sorry. 5 is Chronicles, that one. Yes, 6 is Angel of Darkness, you're right. I had to double check it. That is Tomb Raider 6. So yeah, not the best, but like, I guess it's kind of cool that they're remastering those two. Do you think PlayStation All-Stars could work today with all the Smash clones out now?
Report your status.
I would say no. Primarily just because most of the Smash clones nowadays have been failing pretty dramatically. And Sony has kind of just stopped paying attention to most of their legacy IP on top of that. So I don't feel like it could work right now. Maybe in the future, but just in like the right now, I don't feel like there's much room for it. Or rather, I don't think it would come out well. Could Darkness make a comeback? Like the Darkness 1 and 2? I fucking hope so. I certainly fucking hope so. Oh, dude, we're using Zenia right now. This is what I forget, is that now that I have a fucking juicer build, you think I could put my... You think I could dump my copy of the Darkness 1 to PC and play it well on Zenia? It's probably more of a compatibility thing than anything, but... I mean, I've probably got the horsepower for it. So maybe I could. I might look into that. The Darkness getting remastered would be really cool. Zenia's working a lot better right now. Zenia has been pretty solid in terms of like actually performing, the user experience with Zenia is still pretty bad. You can get something like Zenia Manager to try to make it a little easier, but actually setting up and working within Zenia is not the most convenient thing. But once you've got it going, Zenia kind of puts out now, to be honest. It does its job most of the time. Assuming you're playing something that's gotten like a decent bit of attention and has patches and everything like that. But Zenia's not so bad right now. It's definitely been getting better. Because I remember trying to use Zenia like years ago, and it was awful. It was so bad. I remember like you tried to play Gears, because of course I was trying to play Gears on PC. Wink wink, Microsoft. Nudge nudge, Microsoft. Gears of War on PC. And I just remember like Gears of War 2 and 3, like the shadows did not work at all. The lighting tech in that game, just Zenia could not handle it. Marcus Phoenix collection, seriously? Bro, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I would fucking sell a pinky toe for a Marcus Phoenix collection if I had to. It's not much, but it's what I got for you right now. Still buying the workshop upgrades? Yeah. I feel like Gears of War always sticks out to me as like the 360 games that I think of when I think 360 now, just because they haven't gotten any love in like the modern age. The old Gears trilogy and Judgment is there, I guess, too, but mostly the trilogy just have not gotten any love from like Microsoft at all. And man, I want to replay like Gears 1, 2, and 3 back to back on PC, have it be like the smoothest playthrough of Gears I've ever had. That weird half remaster of Gears 1. I don't really love the Ultimate Edition of Gears 1 that much. It's been talked about a lot at this point, but I think the atmosphere is just not as good in the remaster. It looks way prettier, especially during like the daytime segments and stuff. But anytime that you're like underground or it's like nighttime in the remaster, it just doesn't hit the same as it did in the original 360 version. So whenever I replay Gears 1, I replay the 360 version. It's the sort of like Halo Combat Evolved thing, right? Where it's like Halo CE Anniversary isn't necessarily bad. Like it looks fine, but it has a very different mood to the original, and the mood of the original is kind of just better. The game is cinema. It's great. It's great. Jin and Rom's rivalry is better portrayed in the remaster. That's true. That's definitely true. It was based on the Gearbox port, so the original graphics just looked ugly. Yeah. Yeah. I want more SOCOM, damn it. Me too. You know what I really want when I think of like old like PlayStation shooters? You know what I really want, chat? A genuine like sequel to the old Rainbow Six games, like the original Rainbow Six games for PlayStation PC. I want a sequel to that shit so bad. Why don't they remaster the Gears trilogy? They know people want it. From what we've heard, they're actually potentially sitting on a completed collection. This is hearsay, to be fair, but this rumor's been going around for about 3 years or so, that they actually have a remastered collection done for Gears of War, but they're waiting to release it like a little less than a year before the next like mainline title, so E-Day. They supposedly have the collection put together, but they're waiting until it's like that optimal point to build hype for the new release. Because it worked incredibly well. The relationship that MCC had to Halo 5 and like building hype for that game and driving sales for it, it worked so well that supposedly that's what they're looking to do again for Gears, if they are sitting on a collection that's already completed. But now that E-Day is announced, because back when the rumor first came around, it was like we didn't even have a new title announced back then. Now that that's announced, it might not be that far off, so I guess we'll see relatively soon. Like if they're looking for that 9 to 12 month window beforehand to launch the collection, we just have to wait for a release date on E-Day to see what's up with that, I guess. I would actually imagine that if they did have a collection, we would get that announcement like right around when we get a release date for E-Day. That would also just make a lot of sense to me. But allegedly, it's not that they don't want to do a collection, it's just that they're waiting to release the collection at like the right time. Allegedly. Could you come back into the map so that I can actually hit you? Thank you. I miss Little Big Planet. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Astrobot feels like vaguely Little Big Planet to me. Obviously very different from what Little Big Planet was, but the Astro games kind of have that same vibe to them. If Sony wanted to make money, they would make Bloodborne PC, Little Big Planet 4, and the big one, Knack 3. Knack 3 would be a real money printer. Absolutely. You know that Knack 3 would be just free money for Sony. I don't know how many J kills I've gotten since I last went and purchased stuff. So I'm just gonna do like a couple more. And then we'll go and see how much that gets us. But I have no idea how many loops of J I've done here. We haven't seen him do the big, like, rocket launch thing today. That weird bug that we saw a couple times last stream. Where he literally just, like, goes up to the sky limit and hangs out up there for a bit before coming back down. That shit was actually hilarious. That was a really funny bug. Another day in a war without end. I've lost count of how many J's I've killed at this point. How many black glints I've downed. become too many to count. Oh my god. My thumbstick was fighting back against me for a second there. Because the lock-on in Gen 5 gives you like a very loose hold on them, but then once it releases, it like immediately turns off that aim assist sort of thing that's going on. And you just kind of start swinging around a bit. So it can feel really weird when you're trying to like adjust while locked on and then you suddenly lose it, and I had a really weird feeling one there. Actively felt like my thumbstick was fighting me. Golden Wind Requiem? Is that a JoJo reference? That sounds like a JoJo reference. I've never watched JoJo, but that sounds like the sort of thing that would be from JoJo. And before anyone says it, I'll get to it someday. It is? Yeah, figures. Golden Wind Requiem? That's the most JoJo sounding thing I've ever heard. A villain gets stuck on repeated death. I'll give it one more kill and then we'll see how much money I have. I hope there will be new games for Ace Combat and Armored Core. We know we're gonna hear something about the new Ace Combat this year. It might even come out this year. It's kind of up in the air. The brand director for Ace Combat, like on December 31st. So like the last day of 2024, if I remember right, he tweeted out an image of the, Project Ace's logo with text beneath it that said Project 2025. So we're at least going to be hearing something about the new Ace Combat this year. I don't want to jump the gun and say it's going to release this year just because delays happen and stuff, so you never know. But if nothing else, we're at least going to see something for Ace Combat soon. Armored Core, who the fuck knows? We have no news on Armored Core yet. That one hurt a lot. I was way too close. Got a little caught up in that one. Oh, the UNAC's hitting him. Oh, the UNAC is hitting him. Get his ass. There goes the shield. I was just about to say it's hanging on for dear life. My trusty shield would never leave me. I hate that we have an Elden Ring roguelike. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I have to play it before I can pass judgment, but the idea is so strange. I'm skeptical, but it's FromSoft, so I'll wait. I'll trust their judgment, give it a chance, but the idea is weird. If nothing else, it sounds like it'll be a fun game to play with friends. Because, you know, Elden Ring didn't have full co-op for some reason. Make a new Mega Man game and my life is yours. Honestly, it's probably just a matter of time right now for Mega Man. Because Capcom has kind of been reviving a lot of their classic IP in like big ways. Fucking Onimusha is getting a remaster and a new game right now. Mega Man can't be that far off, right? Mega Man really can't be that far off. If we're doing Onimusha, there's no way. Okay. Special movement, come on. Oh, okay. That's solid progress yet again. I would have liked a little more, but that's good. That's good. Power Stone is being re-released with rollback. Yes, Power Stone is getting revived. Fucking Power Stone. I can't wait to play Power Stone on rollback, dude. That's gonna be the goofiest shit. Like, not even because it's going to be like goofy in and of itself. It's just gonna be Power Stone. But like, just playing it and being like, yep, I'm playing Power Stone on rollback right now is going to be the weirdest feeling imaginable. Power Stone with fucking rollback. All missions and emblems. Yeah, pretty much. Though we've never had to money grind like this in the other games. This is the most extreme money grind. Because Verdict Day's economy is very tight compared to most AC games. It's hard to make money and everything is expensive in Verdict Day. We have never had to money grind quite like this before. I don't even think we've had to money grind before, to be honest with you. Have we? I think this is the first time in the Armored Core series where I've legitimately just been like, all right, we gotta just sit down and make as much money as we can as fast as we can. I think this is the only time we've had to do this. And we've been doing it for hours total at this point, but we're close. Like, I've legit, at this rate, been grinding J for like just 2 hours straight trying to make the money for this. And doing J over and over again is legitimately like 10 times as fast as doing any other missions in the game. No exaggeration. So it would be worse if I was doing other things. Significantly worse. Like, we would not be playing AC6 today if I didn't grind J. With J, we'll probably be playing AC6 within an hour or so, like at worst. Without J, we just wouldn't be playing it today. At the very least, J is like a top 3 contender for hardest boss in the series. So he should at least be more entertaining than most other bosses for 2 hours on end, right? Just 2 hours of reruns over and over. He's more entertaining than most bosses would be in this setting. I say top 3. I still put him as minimum top 2, probably the hardest in the series, but at this point, I've just practiced him so much that I don't know. So I'm maybe saying top 3 now, just because of how many times I've practiced this fucking fight. Out of all gens, which one is your favorite? AC6 is my favorite game in the series, but it feels weird to say that Gen 6 is my favorite Gen, just because there's only one game in it. So if I can't say 6, it's probably 4. Yeah, it's 4. Then 3.5. I'm ranking them. Hold on. Then 3.5. Then 5. Then wait, no. Yeah, then 5. Then 3. Then 1, then 2. That felt wrong saying Gen 2 is my least favorite, but it has to be. I like all of them. One of them just had to be at the bottom. Unfortunately. It had to be Gen 2, thinking about it in that sense. Then he starts ranking them. I got going because I was thinking about it for myself. Really don't like the old stuff. I love the old stuff. Just so most games most gens have 2 games, right? So it's kind of just a combination of how good is the good one and then how weak is the weak one. And you just average them out, kind of, is at least how I was thinking about it. So like Armored Core 5 is one of the weakest Armored Core games, but Verdict Day is probably my 4th favorite game in the series. I would say it's number 4. Yeah. So it gets averaged out, right? And then it just, for like AC2, it's like Armored Core 2, really good. Really, I love Armored Core 2. Another Age, though, is like the most sauceless game in the series. There's no sauce in Another Age. Absolutely no sauce. No spice. Like, it's not bad, it's like the blandest Armored Core game. Outside of, like, I guess Formula Front, but I'm not really even counting that. That's kind of just its own weird thing. Thinks he's edgy because he doesn't like Another Age. What is it about Another Age? It's a big old bloat fest with, like, no, like, noteworthy qualities. What do you mean I think I'm edgy because I don't like it? It's just 100 missions of like, yep, that's certainly an Armored Core mission. Oh, my shield died a long time ago and I've still only been using 1 rifle. Like, Another Age and like AC5 are roughly on par for me. And like AC4. Those are just like the games that aren't bad just because the core gameplay and systems are really enjoyable, but like they just don't really have anything that like makes them special like the other games, you know? Those are probably my bottom 3, aside from Formula Front, which I don't even know how to rank Formula Front, to be honest with you. But like, those would be my bottom 3, all just because, like, you know, they're fine, but just there's not really anything there aside from just the gameplay. Like, story, not good. Missions, not great. Just, like, the gameplay's there, but nothing else. Another Age has the Zeo Matrix guy still. I don't think that... Does Another Age even have voiced mission briefings? It might. Does it? Chat, help me out. Does it? It's been a while since we played it. part of my brain is saying that it does. Oh, maybe it does. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. Because as soon as Jusuf started saying like the other voices, I was like, oh yeah, never mind. I just don't remember any of them because they're nothing. None of them will ever match the Zeo Matrix guy from AC2. Hello, false. To be fair, that no character in the series will ever match Zeo Matrix guy from AC2. That's not even a dig at Another Age. Just no one could match that. Let's be honest. No one could ever live up to that performance. It's the best character in the series, goddammit. We got a few more J fights in us still. UNAC stuff too. That UNAC menu is the last bit. Once that's done, we've got everything. Yeah, those games just... It's actually really funny that I would say like every Armored Core gen has one game that's awesome and one game that's just Because like seriously, I'm thinking through all of them, and for me, it's every single one of them. Like Gen 1, AC1 is the and then Project Phantasma is like and then Master of Arena is great. Love Master of Arena. Gen 2, Armored Core 2 is great. Another Age is just Gen 3, AC3 is great. Silent Line is like not quite to be fair. But 3.5 Nexus is Ninebreaker is what the fuck? And then Last Raven is like that's one of the goats. Last Raven's one of the goats for sure. Gen 4, AC4 is very Four Answer is one of the goats. Gen AC5 Verdict Day is one of the goats. Does that mean that the next Gen 6 game is not gonna be great? Is it gonna fit into the pattern if they do another Gen 6 game? Is it not gonna be that good? I fucking hope not. Because AC6 is one of the goats. Last Raven has sauce. Nexus was more bland than Another Age. It can't be. It had a story, and it had an arena. It was a weird fucking arena and a not very good story, but it had them. It didn't have much sauce, but it had more than Another Age. And I'm not counting Disc 2, because Disc 2 is, in my mind, like a totally different experience. Actually, Nexus Disc 2 I should have mentioned earlier, to be fair, now that I say that out loud. Nexus Disc 2 is pretty good. Not one of the goats. Not quite awesome, but like pretty good. That's a fun time. Oh, come on. I was gonna say, he has to be so low. Less than 1,000, there we go. Nexus ending is a 10 of 10. Absolutely. Like the ending mission of Nexus is the one moment in that story that's like, this is good shit. The rest of Nexus's story, I'm not that into. Oh, Genobi is cool as well. I do like Genobi. Just design-wise, character-wise, he's cool. I like him. Fair point. Damn it. I do like Genobi. Oops. Oh, well. There. I think if I had to guess, I'm gonna say we have about 5 J fights left before this 100% is done. Oh, I'm gonna have to reset my AC6 again. Fucking single save file game. It's fine, it's not like I was actively playing on my old save file or anything, but just... That's why we bring the UNAC. Sometimes he just does that. I didn't touch J. Instant phase 1 skip because the UNAC just did that. Holy shit. Come on. Kill him fast. Fastest J run of the day. Let's go. Like Michigan and Rusty and AC6, both of them are the GOATs. Honestly, I'll see on the replay, because I feel like Rusty love bombed me a little too hard initially, and it worked, clearly. It worked great. But the more that I think back on it, maybe Michigan was the man for me all along. You know? Maybe he was my guy the whole time. And I was just, you know, Rusty was laying on the flattery hard enough to make me not realize. It's possible. Thought you loved Rusty. I've been reflecting on this lately. I've been putting a lot of thought into this. I think that I was just too enamored with Rusty, my buddy. Oh, is he going for the UNAC? He's not going for either of us, I guess? UNAC cleaned up. I think Rusty was just trying to keep me from Michigan all along, if I'm being honest. I think he knew that if he didn't come on strong, I would have gone for Michigan instead. But Rusty's theme is also maybe the best song in the game. Maybe. Right alongside Balteus' theme. It could be either one of them. But maybe it's Rusty's theme. Stuck between love and two men. I haven't even told you about my boy Chatty Stick, False. Contact with You, thank you. I couldn't remember the name of it. But yeah, that one. Who? Chatty Stick. We just call him Chatty. You remember that name. Oh, let's be honest, chat. We all know it's Carla. We all know. Space. Never mind. Never mind. Chatty's charisma is great. Yeah, you just wouldn't get it. False. Did False not play AC6? No, she didn't. She has never played any of them. I know. I know. I've been trying to tell her. She won't listen to me. She won't listen to me. She's like, I don't like mechs. I don't like robots. Meanwhile, she plays Titanfall 2 and she's basically trying to fuck the robot the whole time. To be fair to Rusty, I Won't Miss was peak. It was. Okay, so that second to last one seems like it's gonna cost a good bit of money. The Ronin, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it.
Report your status, Jay. All good. You
Get
have
in the
no
damn robot,
experience
False.
gained from walking-
I'm not surrounded by men with good charisma. Chat, can you believe this bitch? Do you hear these things that she's saying right now?
All of mankind is crazy. There are no exceptions.
Oh my god. That was a lot of damage. Huge. Oh, he did the spin. He did the spin. I won't cheat on BT, so no more robots. False. He's dead. Like, totally dead. There's no coming back from that. BT would want you to move on. BT is dead because EA won't make a Titanfall 3. True.
Call me what you want. From my point of view, all of mankind is crazy. There are no exceptions.
A little close, don't you think, Jay? I hit him with the big pile bunk. I'm normally not very good at hitting those. Not that that's news to you guys. I've been hitting like the normal damage one every time on all of these runs. You're all well aware that I can't hit the big ones consistently. My excuse is that we're on 60 FPS, okay? Fucks with the melee. And it crashed. Cold take, AC5 mech design is the worst in the series. Followed closely by AC. You don't mean AC1. Oh, AC4. I like the AC5 mechs. I like the Gen 5 art style a lot. Honestly, I don't know if I could really, like, I could maybe try to pick a worst, or like a weakest, I guess, would probably be the better term. Like art style out of all the gens, but I like all of them. I like AC2's weird alien shit. I like AC5's big hunk of junk style. I like the next and 4. 6 is kind of just a combination of everything that came before it. It's got a little bit of everything in there. No big one. Not this time. I don't know. I really don't know if I can pick a weakest one, because I genuinely just feel like I like them all, just like for different reasons, you know? Because I'm not a big mech guy, like mecha fan outside of Armored Core, so I don't necessarily have like any sort of style that I was partial to going in, I guess. I like AC1, I like Gen 1 style a lot, and I've said this before, because it kind of, like, more than anything else in the series, it feels like adult Legos. It feels like big Legos, which is more just because of the PS1 hardware than anything. But, like, it works really well. It's got a nice charm to it, where it does honestly feel like Legos. And then Gen 3 is just the Gen 1 style on PS2, in all honesty. And then I like 4, and I like 5, and I like 6. I just like all of them. I like Gen 2's weird alien shit that they were going for. It's just fun. Chat, how do you feel about Gen 2's art style? Like AC art style? That's a question. I feel like that might be more divisive than most gens. There's got to be someone here who really doesn't like the Gen 2 style, right? At least one of you? Maybe 2 of you? Where are you? AC1 mech design is the basis for the rest of the series? I would disagree, because they changed the style pretty drastically, like a good few times. It was certainly, like, where the series started, but I don't feel like it serves as any sort of basis for, like, Gen 2, 4, or 5, because they all went in entirely different directions. Where the fuck did you just boost to? What was that maneuver? He did a second, like, quick boost, but he didn't go towards either of us. He went, like, to the side. Starting AC is made of paper and tears. I kind of, like, I want my starting AC to be terrible. Am I wrong for that? But I'm also the guy who, when I play Souls games, I start as the club man. You know, the guy who's naked and literally just gets a club. That's always my pick starting out every Souls game. Because I like starting from nothing and then working my way up. with Gen 2 design? I'm surprised that no one in chat is like, no, I don't like that art style at all. You'd think there would be at least someone. If AC6 is a good entry point, it definitely, you can start Armored Core at any gen. I think 6 is a really good entry point. It definitely plays differently than most other generations, but at this point, that's almost part of what I enjoy about the series so much, is that there isn't one, like, what's it? There isn't one... What's it? I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to think of the term that I'm looking for. There isn't like a defined type of gameplay that is Armored Core. There are more just like general design philosophies and elements that are part of all of them. But the actual like gameplay mechanics have changed so much and gone in so many different directions across the different gens that there's like an Armored Core style for everyone almost. Like there, if you don't like Gen 6, you might get into Gen 5. And if you don't like Gen 5, you might get into 4. And if you don't get into 4, you might get into old gen stuff. I like the variety across the series, like a lot. No one knows which character it is. I wonder how, like, we genuinely just have no idea at all. I mean, obviously it's, well, it's probably a female pilot. Probably. Hardest arena opponent? In all of Armored Core, the hardest arena opponent. I don't know. I want to say, I mean, I don't want to say, I know that the opponent that I struggled with more than any other in the series was Ace from 3. That's the most trouble that I've ever been given by an arena fight in Armored Core. It was the first time I fought Ace. But Ace wasn't as bad when I went to revisit him, and then a lot of the other pilots that people always say are among the hardest, I like would first or second try them on these streams, like the 100% series. So I really don't know. I honestly don't know. One more J run. It honestly looks like it's only one more. I was about to say that. That last category was so cheap. I think we have one more J fight, and then we're done. Do I have more rugged or ramshackle parts?
Report your status, Jay.
I don't know. I like it for Gen 5, but I feel like, you know, we did it in Gen 5, so I don't necessarily feel like we need to do it again. I wouldn't mind it at all.
Here's that crazy old bastard. Only what you want. From my point of view, all of mankind is crazy now. There are no exceptions.
military term. I think it's an Air Force thing, typically. Or flight school, there. I see it in chat right as I say it. Why does it feel like the game is running, like, abnormally smooth? Like, obviously I've been playing it at 60 FPS, but this specific run feels smoother than the rest of them. Is it just me? It's... At first I ignored it, but it's been, like, legitimately the entire fight so far. I don't know if I'm crazy or what, but it feels like the frame rate is smoother than it has been most runs. How much did AC2's Matthias give you trouble? Matthias? I think he was like a first or second try one. Even if I remember right, I want to say first try for him. I know that the, like, EX Arena final opponent from 3, I did first try. I know that one for sure. Like, that's what I was saying, is a lot of the other ones that people normally say are contenders for the worst, I, like, did them in 1 or 2 tries during the streams. So I don't know, to be honest. It kinda... This is not just to blow smoke up my own ass, but sometimes it feels like I'm at the point where it's hard to gauge the difficulty for most things in the series that aren't, like, really, really hard, just because of the sheer amount of time I've sunk into them now. You go up to level 13? Okay, we're not done yet. We're still so close. That's the highest level we've seen them go to. Most of them maxed out at like 10 to 12. That's the first one that's gone above 13. The very last one, but okay. At least one more J fight. Minimum one more J fight.
Main system, 戦闘モードを起動します。System, scan mode. Here's that crazy old bastard. Call me what you want. From my point of view, all of mankind.
Why does the game feel so smooth all of a sudden? What happened? Am I crazy? Is this how it's been the whole time? $120? I have it locked at 60. It's not running at 120. Chole's been playing with a busted frame rate. I don't know, like, suddenly that last run, I was like, why does it feel so much smoother suddenly? Fucker! And you nuked my UNAC. What's wrong with you? It's because Jay wants to take a break. I have no idea why it's running so smoothly all of a sudden. Unless I'm crazy and it's not, which is possible. It could have just been running like this the entire time. But it doesn't feel like it has been. Am I gonna use viewer builds in AC6? Maybe later on? I don't know. Because obviously everyone's going to be using, you know, parts that I'm not going to have until like probably chapter 5, if not even just like New Game Plus Plus. So I don't know. But maybe. Though you'd have to be on PC for the share code. Unless you just had someone else like perfectly recreate it on Steam and generate a share code for it. I still don't understand why they platform restricted the share codes. It makes no sense to me. I might die on this run. I'm going to die on this run. What are viewer builds? Like people's AC builds.
Report your status, Jay.
The new Like a Dragon Games demo is out today. Yeah, the Pirate Yakuza demo came out. I'm way too behind on the series to be able to play it. But it is out. So low. There. That was a nice burst of damage. Did anyone see the state of play last night? It was pretty good. Chat, this is what they call the Delulu nowadays. This is what they've been calling the Delulu. Oh, a Genobi build? But that requires at least the Liberator ending and some combat logs. Okay. Assault rifles aren't properly buffed. In AC6? Assault rifles, including like the Ronsetsu RF. At least we got the MGS trailer in 4K. Yeah. Ronsetsu's top tier, the others are garbage. Okay, that's maybe fair. Because the Ronsetsu AR... Yeah, that's maybe fair. Okay, let me go skim the achievement list just to make sure that I'm done. Just to be 100% sure. Let me go make sure. Create a UNAC. Serve as operator on a squad that includes a UNAC. I think operator was like a multiplayer thing, or unless that just means bring a UNAC with you. In that case, obviously we've done it. Take a screenshot. It's an Xbox 360 thing. I could do it right now, but battle against an AC, player rank S, clearing the story missions, viewing the news under player information, all parts, all emblems, all UNAC expansion grades, clear every story mission with S rank. Hold on, I'll go to that menu. Clear hardcore mode. Here, let me do that first. Hardcore mode. 1 clear. That one, right there. We cleared it. Player data, there. S ranks. And then the rest of it is all like the world bosses and stuff from multiplayer. But we cannot access that, so. We're done. Verdict day, checking off the list. 15 games out of 16 games. Done. This one was long. So was AC5. Gen 5 was long. Just Gen 5 together was long. But she's done, and you know what that means? That means I gotta change my Twitch category real quick. Hold on. So that Twitch doesn't get mad at me. Also, there's way more people watching Armored Core 6 on Twitch than Armored Core Verdict Day, believe it or not. Hard to believe, I know. But there she is. She's done. I already installed the other one because I knew we'd be getting to it. What a triumph. Gen 5 was actually really big. Both of the Gen 5 games took a bit to 100%. Go figure, because they're made to be multiplayer games, right? So it's not shocking. But it's time, chat. I didn't mean to click through so fast. I was clicking things on my other monitor, but I expect this to be in the Mech Guy resume. Yeah, I think I should put it on my resume. Once we're done with this, I can. 100%ed all 16 Armored Core games in release order. Good night. Sweet, sweet save data. Chat, this is actually like, I will be playing online and stuff, so. My brain immediately was like balls, but I can't. I actually play this online sometimes, so I can't do it this time. There's one time.
Wake the dog up.
My subtitles are off. No, go back. Fuck, go back. Alt F4. I saved it. Don't worry. I saved it. My subtitles are off from recording the from recording the YouTube video. I turned off subtitles to make it look cleaner. That's why. I can't hear without my subtitles, I know. Gotta go, chat. See ya. Wow. He was just here for the, what's it called? He was just here for the verdict day. He doesn't give a shit anymore. He's gone. But we'll see you around, Tidbit. Tidbit. What a beautiful main menu. AC6 hater confirmed. They're out there. They exist. I mean, of course they do. It's the new one, right? So it'll get a lot of hate by default. Where is it? Hold on, first of all, make sure it's nice and beautiful. Oh, here we go. I want full beautiful. I want it as beautiful as possible, please. Thank you. I don't know. The sound settings probably should stay at 9, actually. Where the fuck are the subtitles? Am I dumb? Game settings. I found them. No frame generation, no DLSS. No, none of it. None of it. I bought this 4080 card for this game coming out like a year and a half ago. So we don't need none of it.
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
Oh, Walter.
Handler Walter verified.
It's good to be back,
Activating
Walter.
cerebral coral control device. Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
Time to get to work, 621. I'm powering down your entry capsule on my signal. Now, activate the AC.
I wish that cutscene wasn't pre-rendered at 30 FPS. It's the only thing I don't love about this game's intro.
Descent to ISB 2262. Rubicon 3 complete.
Wake me up.
Your position is grid 135. Off target, but within permissible range. There's a catapult ahead. Use it to close the gap.
Main system activating combat mode.
You see this, chat? This is what 10 years of Dark Souls gets ya in terms of production quality. This is the benefit of 10 years of Dark Souls slash Bloodborne slash Sekiro slash Elden Ring. All right, I'll go now. Ignore me. Some actions consume energy. and are disabled while energy is depleted. Energy replenishes rapidly when grounded. You know that, chat? 10 years in the souls. The reticle automatically targets on-screen enemies. When there are multiple enemies, the enemy closest to the center of the screen will be prioritized. Take notes, Ace Combat. Move the camera to change the priority target.
Clear out those guard mechs. Perfect chance to test your AC.
Oh, my boost turned off. I forget that that's a thing if you stand still for a second. Target assist keeps your AC oriented toward the target. When enabled, your AC will automatically lock its orientation toward enemies as you approach them. You can still use the camera to change targets while in target assist mode. Oh yeah. Chat, clip this and put it on subreddit to scare the AC6 haters. The dreaded target assist. Oh, hold on. The missile launcher equipped to the right shoulder of this AC is capable of multi-lock, which allows you to attack multiple enemies simultaneously by holding down the input for that weapon. Oh, come on, I want 4, like the video. All right, fine. Give it a second, let it reload. Now I get 4. Does a video game really need to look better than this? I love... AC6 is such a pretty game. Granted, it would be a lot prettier if FromSoft would update their engine, but...
Your AC's taking damage.
It looks good for what it is. Looks really good.
See the contaminated city down there? That's where you're landing.
I did not mean to jump.
Access the catapult.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I see you're savoring it. Yes. I know that AC6 is not going to be as long as either of the Gen 5 games to 100%. I'm going to take my sweet ass time with it. Savor every last moment. Use a controller to play? Yeah. Armored Core should be on controller.
Time to fly, 621. If we get our hands on Rubicon's coral, we'll make a killing. Plenty for a merc with a fried brain like you to buy their life back.
But Walter, that lore isn't in the game. We left that lore in the trailers, Walter.
Enough chat, back to work. Scavenge the AC wrecks ahead and find a valid mercenary license.
I still get
Wherever
comments.
you appear, you'll need ID to operate.
Sorry. I still get comments on the AC6 video of people being confused about like the little comment I made about 621's brain being fried. They're like, wait, what? His brain is, huh? Because literally in game, that's the only mention of it. Just right there. Quick Boost lets you instantly accelerate in any direction, helping you to evade enemy attacks or swiftly close in on enemies.
An AC? Where the hell did that come from? Affiliation unknown.
Bop, bop,
Shut it down.
bop, bop, bop.
Guerrillas from the Liberation Front. If we get in the way of our work, eliminate them.
Put the trailer in the game if you don't press start for 20 seconds. I keep saying that
Picking up signals from AC wrecks.
that one trailer with the other 2 guys with like the identical ACs to this one, I don't remember their numbers, 6 something for both of them. Those 2 like fighting the thing and getting destroyed, and then Walter like talking about 621 while he's laying there in the bed, assumedly getting his augments. That should have been the intro movie to the game.
Think you've got a blade.
Because the game doesn't have a pre-rendered intro. It's the only game in the series that doesn't have a CG intro movie. And that could have easily just been it.
I'll analyze
617, 619, and 620. There you go. License code extracted from an AC wreck in the contaminated city contains the pilot's registration data. Registration number RB18, call sign Thomas Kirk, rank 26E. Affiliation independent, license expired.
This one's already expired. Keep looking.
Would fit better. They could have used anything. The reveal trailer would have been great as an intro. They could have used a couple of them, to be honest. I don't know why this game doesn't have a CG intro movie, because it should have. They literally made some of the best like CG animations and stuff for this game during the advertising cycle for it. Some of the best CG animations like in Armored Core. I don't think that came out right. Some of the best that we've seen from the series to promote this game, and then just didn't put them in the game.
We got something good! Get out of here! You can handle them!
That's the PCA's planetside force. Keep a low profile. We don't want them breathing down our necks.
If it was in the game, the story would have been too clear. That's true. That's true. Air mentions you have coral augmentation in the mine mission. Does she mention the effects that it had on your brain? License code extracted from an AC wreck in the contaminated city. Contains the pilot's registration data. Registration number RB29. Call sign G7 Hakra. Rank 22D. Affiliation Balaam Industries. License expires in 12 hours.
Corp license, easily traced. Forget it.
I meant this one and the Ronsetsu AR. Yeah, those ones aren't good. The RF though is crazy. The RF is like the main thing to bring up when people are like, long range doesn't work in AC6. You can only melee. I always am like, have you heard of the Ronsetsu RF? Have you heard of our good friend, the Ronsetsu RF? Or either of the linear rifles. They're both really good too.
Unidentified AC! Is that a corp scout? You first. Have questions later.
Deal with them, 621.
Sorry, one of my apps just popped up and was like, "Hey, we got an update." Overwrote the game. What else is here? I'm just seeing enemies everywhere, but there's so many buildings here. Think Mickle would call this mid too? Yes. Mickle just calls any game mid that isn't like PoE or zombies. Actually, I don't know if he's called Yakuza mid. I don't think he has. I don't think he's called Yakuza mid, to be fair. Registration RB37, call sign Monkey Gordo. Affiliation independent, license expires in 15 days. Where's Monkey Gordo in the arena, huh?
We can't use this.
Why do we never fight Monkey Gordo? While standing on a vertical catapult, perform a jump to quickly reach high up places.
Use that vertical catapult to get some altitude.
Because he's dead, so are the last two. They're in the arena.
Try accessing the wreck.
The arena isn't real. The arena's all digital in this game.
Registration number RB23. Rank fits the bill. Call sign. What?
It's helicoptering time.
Looks like they were onto you after all.
Okay, that's...
No move to pick a fight.
You know what I meant.
But it doesn't matter. Take it out now and they won't have enough to ID you.
They are? Yeah, it had their arena ranks and everything, like, on the tags. Those last two guys are both in the arena. Or the first two, rather, not the last two.
We got what we came for. Time to
Right-hand ammunition at 50%.
You fucking bitch, you're doing the verdict day thing. God damn it.
50%.
use your mobility in the air to get clear of explosions on the ground.
AP at 50%. Right shoulder ammunition at 50%.
I just need energy right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, no.
Right-hand ammunition at
I'm fucking it.
30%.
Oh, I can't kick out of that. Oh, got your ass. Gordo wasn't good enough to be considered.
Combat
Damn.
helicopter is down. That's all for our work here today, 621. Here's the call sign from that license you picked up.
Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Rank F, affiliation independent. License expires in 3 days.
Raven. That's your new name here on Rubicon.
Beat him without a death and you get a sub? Oh. Where's my money?
Coral, a
I didn't see that
sublime
until just now.
substance. Discovered on Rubicon, a planet on the frontier of developed space. For a time, coral was a revolutionary energy resource and data conduit, poised to transform human society by leaps and bounds. They called it the Fires of Ibis, a storm of flame that tore through the stars, leaving lethal contamination in its wake. Coral, the kindling, was thought to have been utterly consumed, forever lost. However,
There's my money.
on Rubicon, the embers continued to burn.
Thank you, TS,
Humanity
for gifting a
would
member to
inevitably
Daniel.
return to stoke the fire.
That's what I'm here to do. I want to stoke the fire.
Registration number RB23.
That's me.
Call sign Raven. Authentication complete. Removing MIA status. Restoring access privileges. This is All Mind, the mercenary support system. Welcome back, Raven.
passed the authentication. Raven. That's who you are now, here on Rubicon. I've picked up some work for you already. Take a look, 621.
You got it, boss.
This notification follows restoral of access privileges. Allmind provides a combat training simulator to support its mercenaries.
Oh no, it's not the
Your license was in
arena.
a suspended state. Perhaps you may need a refresher. As an added incentive, completion of the exercises will be rewarded with AC parts. You stand to benefit regardless.
Who started There's a Voice in My Head that calls me a stud muffin? Where does that come from? My pre-order emblem, thank you. Ah yes, my pre-order AC build, thank you. Yeah, pre-order. Ignore that, don't look at that. It's like it was never there, chat. Don't look at it. Hey, but who started the meme is what I mean. Oh, I was gonna say. Don't worry about it, chat. Don't. Actually, do I want? What was that? My eyes. Don't look at it. Sorry, I just had to put a little raven's nest on there. What was that emblem? If you're not familiar, it's Omni-Man. Oh, in use. I was like, did it just disappear on me? What the fuck? It's Omni-Man from Invincible. It's the meme of his fucking ass. Someone made it into an emblem and I downloaded this like a year and a half ago. Like when the game came out, I downloaded this. That is incredible for that to just randomly pop up out of nowhere like a year and a half later. Just live on stream. I was like, what the fuck? That was so good. Think, Raven, think. That was awesome. I was not ready for that, but that was awesome. We got to see if it appears in the review of the game. I doubt I used it, but maybe. I've snuck more little hidden things into videos that no one has ever found than anyone realizes, I think. There are a couple things that I have just snuck in there just to see if anyone would ever notice it. And as far as I know, no one has ever like called any of it out. I don't remember anyone ever calling any of it out. To be fair, I hide them well, but guess we'll have to rewatch them all. Especially the Resi videos. I mean, what? I mean, huh? I just want to clear the notification. Learn to pilot an AC and master fundamental battle techniques from the training menu. Complete the exercises using the training AC to earn standardized training parts used for instruction. This VR simulator for basic mercenary training is provided by Allmind. Pilot a training craft to learn the basics of combat. Am I gonna use the Iguazu set? At least not early on, no. That's like the one thing that I wish I didn't get free parts when I start up this game because I pre-ordered it, but it's whatever. Like, I wish I could disable them, even though it's such a small thing. I'm just not gonna use them, it's fine. To land shots on moving enemies, you must pull the trigger while they are within lock range where target tracking is active. I'm going to robot school, don't worry. Just gotta do a little tutorial stuff. Weapons with magazines will automatically reload when the when the magazine's ammunition is depleted. Manually reload before engaging the enemy to minimize the risk that your attacks will be interrupted by a reload. I've already been doing that. I'm sorry. To use missiles and other homing rounds, keep the enemy on screen until lock-on completes, then fire. Some missiles are capable of multi-lock, which allows you to attack multiple enemies simultaneously by holding the input for the weapon. You guys ready for this? Hold on. Bitches. First lesson, how to destroy random orphanages. We're not on that level of war crime. Melee weapons equipped to the left hand require a risky close range approach but have high attack power / impact and are useful for destroying shields. Oh, it's overheated. Bah, bah. Bah. Am I done? No, I'm not. You can detect enemies or containers that hold AC parts by scanning. Any objects that were detected by the scan will be temporarily highlighted. If an enemy is detected, you will be able to achieve lock-on even through walls or other cover. Oh. Headbutt, bitch! I forget that just flying into them deals a tiny bit of damage. I was trying to kick him. There we go, the Ludlow. Ignore my mouse cursor that showed up for some reason. I'll throw it on, just for the hell of it. I don't think I like the Ludlow as much as the Turner, but I'll throw it on. I know my Ludlow fans are out there. I know they're out there. I'll throw them a bone. Oh, you don't get a letter rank until you rerun it. I don't remember exactly how this UI works, chat. Does the battle log there mean that you just get the log from completing the mission, which I'm assuming it does, or does that mean that there is a log in the mission that I missed? There is one. And it's grayed out, so I didn't get it. Missed. Do I want to do ranks and all that along the way, or do I want to grind it out later? It was the helicopter. Oh. I think you have to unlock logs first. Oh. So if I do it now, I can't get the log, is what you're telling me? I don't know how I want to approach that. There will be a box, and it will be ticked if you've gotten it. This mission doesn't... Okay, so it is just a mission reward. Because there's no box. Or is it just that I don't have logs unlocked yet? Hold on, tabbing out. I don't want that, that's a YouTube video. I want a text guide. Here we go. Yeah, okay, it looks like there isn't one on this mission. At least according to the IGN list, which, who knows if I trust that. But we'll see. Oh, here we go. Spoiler-free text guide, all logs and hidden parts. God bless this community. God bless them. They're in order? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a log here. So, you know what? Maybe I S rank along the way. Because for later missions, is it going to give me the rank the first time, or do you have to replay them to get the ranks? That changes things. Does anyone know this? Surely someone knows this. Because if I'm remembering right, now that I'm thinking about it, you can only get the ranks in general by replaying. You can't get them the first time. Is that correct? It's only on replay? No, fuck that. We'll unlock all the missions and then S rank all of them. Fuck that. Destroy artillery installations. Destroy all Rubicon Liberation Front artillery installations. Extra rewards based on the number of enemies destroyed. So you can come back with the best possible stuff. Yeah.
Got a job for you, 62.
Kind of shit. But
This is an open call from the
I get it.
Balaam Group, one of the corporate forces occupying Rubicon.
I need to open my fucking window. Hold on.
Attention, all independent mercenaries! This request comes from our affiliate, Dafeng.
When you max this game out
Rubicon Liberation
on
Front has deployed
1440p
mouse artillery throughout the
at
contaminated
120,
city.
gets a little hot.
The city itself has no strategic value. We cannot allow them to hinder expansion of the Coral Survey. Show us your ambition. Destroy the Liberation Front's artillery. Bonus pay will be awarded for destroying their MTs. We want the enemy weakened. Consider it an opportunity to prove yourself. Impress us, mercenaries!
Is that really DC Douglas? It does not sound like DC Douglas, but that's
The client doesn't care who
kind of the
does
point
this
of
job.
voice acting, I guess. Unless your name is Yuri
As long as it gets
Lowenthal.
done.
Main system activating combat mode.
Or Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom also. Just sounds like Steve
Commence
Bloom.
mission. Destroy all of the Rubicon Liberation Front's artillery placements.
Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba.
We've got a corporate merc! They're all to us.
Watch out. Corporate Merc. I don't know. As a PvE guy first and foremost, the Ludlow has never been my thing. Granted, if I had two of them, it would be more of my thing right now. But I've never been much of a Ludlow enjoyer. Steve Bloom, dude's got aura. That's where my meme that really we haven't.
You're up against mass-produced Eliminate them
This meme is almost like out of date on my channel just because of the stream schedule being the way it's been for a while. But it used to be a meme, at least, that every time I heard Steve Bloom's voice, I would just start screaming.
on to the next site, 621.
Because he's in everything, especially if you're like me, where most of the games that you play are from like the late 90s to late 2000s. And just, especially in that era of games, he's in fucking everything. So I would just constantly be screaming about Steve Bloom. Must have screamed a lot, I did.
Good work.
Any and every time he popped up, I would be like, holy fuck, it's Steve Bloom! Just every time. Without fail. The starter's actually pretty quick. Yeah, it's one of my, like, I really like the design of the starter AC here. But I was just saying, I prefer to start with like the weakest AC possible. And AC6's starter AC does not feel that limiting, to be honest.
50%.
Like, even if you do use the turner and everything, this is just one of the strongest, if not maybe even the strongest starter AC in the series. Is Boost Kick an OS upgrade? It must be. It must be. Starter AC's blade is one of the best. Yep. A lot about the starter AC is just good. The rifle, while not great, can easily challenge most enemies in the game still. He moves around pretty well. The energy capacity and regen is fine. It's got decent AP. It's kind of just a really good all-around build. I think part of that is probably because AC6 is very geared towards onboarding new AC players. Because it, you know, there was a decade break in the games. But yeah, the starter AC here is very easy to work with. Like, very easy to work with.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed.
Loader 4 only when? Maybe
That's
someday.
it for this job, 621. Return to base.
They also buffed the parts over time, if I recall correctly. Did they?
One new message.
This is a notification.
What's the hardest starting AC?
The mercenary support system.
a good
Registration
question.
number RB23. Call sign Raven. Your return to mercenary activities has been acknowledged. Restoring access to the parts shop.
Nexus. It is Nexus. It's the Gen 3.5 one for sure. Because if you start Last Raven without carrying your save over too, then you'll start Last Raven with that thing. The Gen 3.5 one. I was thinking, I was like, is it Gen 3? I was not thinking about 3.5. That's definitely the hardest one to use. Like, if there was one Armored Core game that I would not want to try to beat with just the starting AC, like if there's one that I would stay the hell away from on that challenge, it would be Last Raven. Holy shit. Last Raven with just the starting AC would be a fucking nightmare. Chat. Ronsetsu RF, my beloved. It's gonna be hard not to. It's gonna be really hard not to just grab the Ronsetsu RF right away. I don't... It's speaking to me. It's calling to me. VP422 legs, my beloved. Which one? These ones? Early game? Oh man, maybe I just buy frame parts, honestly, for right now. There it is, the GOAT. I genuinely think... No. The Ransetsu RF is my second favorite gun in this game. So I'm absolutely gonna use it, which is why I'm kind of like, okay. Maybe I wait just a bit. Just a little bit. And I pick up the Ransetsu later, because there's no way I'm not going to use it. Maybe I just hold off, right? That's what I'm thinking. You know what else I'm kind of thinking? I might change my frame parts out first, above anything, or like prioritized over anything else. Holy shit, my core is expensive. All right, just the head for now. Just the head. Small upgrades, because there are basically no parts available, but I love the Noctria. I love this set so much. Should I paint yet? Or should I hold off? Do I paint now or paint later? We could always go with the edgy. Chad, it's been a while since I had to paint a new AC. What kind of color scheme do I even go for here? I don't like that one very much. Granted, my frame parts are going to be different, but I'm just trying to pick a color scheme here. I could always just go with the protagonist colors. Otherwise known as... Actually, I think it was pretty much that one. The lights are subject to change. Hot pink and green. The white glint scheme and corporate. Which one is white glint specifically? Is it this one? Which one of these is white glint? It's not that one. Is it this one? Are you gonna try to hunt every combat log on first playthrough? Probably. Pink could be kind of funny, to be honest. We could maybe do pink. That's a pretty good pink preset right there. I can just rock this. Like, honestly, what would I even change with this? Seriously. That's... Pink, smile... False, you're the pink one. Is there anything here that you would change? This is even False's kind of pink, that pale pink that she's always talking about instead of hot pink. It's cute. Reminds me of Sumika from Project Phantasma a little bit. Do I take the weathering off is the question. Maybe a little bit of weathering. Actually, I don't know. I kind of like this level. This is like minimal weathering, right? Just a little bit to give it some texture. Some pop. I don't care for the purple. Okay. It's already peak. It's pretty, like, I really don't know what you would change if you're going for like a pink AC, but maybe the purple could be changed. Makes the damage look cooler when you are damaged. Oh, that's right, because it does damage you in the missions in this game. Yeah, so maybe I do just turn the weathering off. When you said the purple, do you mean like the hot pink, like trim color, False? Is this is the color you're talking about? Correct. It's magenta. Uh-huh. Magenta. What if we just make it red? I don't know if I don't know on the red. Actually, maybe red. Because then I went back, and I don't think that I like the magenta quite as much. Sure. Red. Where do I get a better shot? Because the garage does have ray tracing on. What menu gives me the best shot? None of these, apparently. Valentine's Day color scheme? I mean, it is tomorrow. Photo mode? Oh, shit. We do have a photo mode in the garage. That's a good shout. Hold on. Oh, I'm a little... okay. Where the fuck is the... Why do I feel like I'm not seeing a difference? Am I blind? There. I wanted F number, not focal length. Look at it. I think those colors just look cool together. I'm not biased or anything. Right, right. It's good looking enough. The frame parts still need to change, but... Oh, we have new training. This is for combat fundamentals. Needs mauve? Mauve? AC false, let's do it. If we're making a pink AC, maybe we should do just false mecho. We can make it a thing. ACS of a craft can be compromised by accumulating strain from the impact of repeated attacks. ACS overload results in a vulnerable state called stagger, during which time the afflicted craft will be immobilized and susceptible to critical damage. God damn it, stop turning off my boost. Bow! During stagger, all incoming attacks are treated as direct hits and deal much more damage. Bow! Double. The AC Mother meme. We could do Mother later on. Oh my god, we could make Mother like a missile boat or something. I'm getting ahead of myself. ACS strain inflicted on enemies resets after a brief interval, but a portion of that strain will remain. Weapons vary in the amount of accumulative strain they inflict, with explosive impact generally leaving the most ACS strain. Oh. Wait. So would AC Mother or the Metal Bug be like a quad leg that I should put together? I don't have boost kick. It's a true new game run. Jesus Christ. Mother is gonna be a Carla frame? That's crazy. That's actual crazy talk. Attacks on enemies that are unaware of your presence will inflict greater ACS strain than usual. Might have fucked that a little bit, but it's fine. Should be that futuristic hover tank with legs. Plus, making AC Mother into a tank. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. Shield output is maximized for 1 to 2 seconds after deployment. Blocking during this initial guard window can help to minimize incoming damage and ACS strain. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like a grenade. Good enough for me. Yeah, Mother was a tank, I remember. We'll make Mother a tank. We'll make Metal Bug. During assault boost rush kick or rush attacks, small arms that can be used during movement will inflict greater impact, and impact you receive will be reduced. It just wants me to assault boost at them, doesn't it? Never used shields in this game. I've never been a big shields guy in this game either. But oh, I got a linear rifle. Yeah, give me the Curtis. I like the Curtis. And then I got a left-hand one, assumedly. Yeah. Forgot that AC6 has this in the shop. The little videos for everything. This sort of thing is great. Like PoE2's been doing that with the skills to. PoE2 is great with the skills. It literally, like, along with a video showing what it does, it also has a guy narrating the video to explain the mechanics of every skill in the game to you, which is awesome.
Got a job for you, 621. It's an open call from the Arquebus Group, one of the extraplanetary corporate forces.
To all independent mercenaries, this request comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group. The operation will take place in Grid 135, Southern Bellius. Your objective is to destroy an MT squad sent by Dafeng, a Balaam company, and a competitor. Grid 135 is a key foothold in Arquebus's efforts to conduct a coral survey in the contaminated city. You, the independent mercenaries, are the key to maintaining our lead in the coral survey race. The Arquebus Group looks forward to news of your success. Briefing over, and happy hunting.
Yeah, for a game as deep and complicated as Path of Exile, the little explanation videos for every skill in the game go such a long way just for, like, telling you basically what you can do while, like, laying out all the options for you, and then, like, letting you actually get an idea of what direction you want to take your character in, right? It's so good. Like, not even Diablo has that level of accessibility right now. Normally, Diablo's the accessible ARPG, and PoE is the mega hardcore one.
Get their attention, 621.
Diablo 4 is still way more accessible than PoE 2, on the whole. But in that regard, like, not even Diablo's accessibility is that good.
Main system activating combat mode.
You know,
Commence mission. Wipe out the Dafeng MT squad.
False Mecho's not looking too bad. I gotta find which head part is the largest in the game. I gotta figure that out.
Enemy attack! 1 AC!
Looks like the Archivist group hired some muscle.
An independent mercenary, huh? At least they didn't send the Vespers.
Bow!
Intercepting!
Just mass-produced MTs.
Joking?
Wipe them out.
I actually chose a headpiece that is very small. Ah.
This AC pilot's sharp.
I'll probably rock False Mecho for at least like the first chapter of the game.
That verse turned through us.
Damn it. Archivist really scored this time.
Oh man, we gotta make like a whole character for each of the chapters actually. That would be so good. Or at least like a character in quotes, just like a whole build with like some headcanon and everything for each chapter.
Looks like reinforcements. Eliminate them.
Ah. Ah. Damn it. God damn it. I like to use the, what's it? The targeting assist, but man, it's not accurate at times.
The enemy MT squad has been eliminated. That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
Basho head, I think. No, I'm probably just gonna give False Mecho the whole knockfire. This is a handsome hero mech color scheme.
One new message.
Registration number RB23, call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. You have also been granted access to participate in the log hunt program. We kindly request that you submit combat logs after destroying designated craft. All Mind will reward you with parts based on the number of submissions you provide.
Yep. Oh, Lamb would be the smallest, actually. You're right. Back in my day, when I played Armored Core 6, we didn't have the Lamb set. We had the Nachtreiher, and we were happy with it. You have been invited to join Log Hunt, one of All Mind's mercenary support programs. Discover and destroy targets marked with the Log Hunt target icon to obtain combat logs for submission. Collect combat logs and improve your hunter class to receive reward parts from All Mind. Can I buy that core piece yet? Oh, the shop is here. There's a bad UI thing in this game. Nope, still a little too expensive. I'll just wait. The core is definitely the next thing I want to swap out. Then we'll go arms, then legs. Just one thing at a time. I guess I have nothing to change then. No training, just mission. And then I'm assuming for... Yeah, okay, the first log is literally unmissable on Tester AC. Is this one where I'm choosing between these missions? Or is it both? Ah, fuck it. We'll get to everything eventually anyway, right? Transport helicopters first. Knocked core with Basho head looks funny, does it?
The Balaam Group sent a request.
Raven, this request comes from Dafeng, one of our affiliates. The group has committed to use of military force to handle the Rubicon Liberation Front.
Oh my god, sorry, hold on.
Target for this mission is a squad of transport choppers. Destroy them. You'll encounter guerrilla resistance from Baus mass-produced MTs. They're no great concern. You performed adequately in your last sortie, Raven. This did not go unnoticed. We will be watching with interest to see what you bring to the team.
I'm gonna make False Mecho a shotgun swap build. Absolutely.
Now they're asking for you by name. Keep building your rep.
This is gonna be a shotgun swap. We could do it with, well, if this is my chapter 1 run, or sorry, my chapter 1 like build,
Commence mission.
I do want to maybe change it up every chapter. I think that would keep it pretty fresh.
We're under attack.
Is there more than one shotgun even available in chapter 1? Because I don't think Zims are available this early. I doubt the Sweet 16s are. Maybe I could do Ludlows? I don't know if Ludlows would feel
Confirmed. Transport
super
chopper
smooth, but that would probably work.
down. Keep at it, 621.
Dual Ludlows, dual shotguns, just swapping them out. That could work.
Defend our supply.
The Zim comes in 2 or 3. Damn it.
Strider can't wait any longer.
Can't make her too overpowered now. Can't be giving her the Zims. Shotguns in every game but Borderlands 1, sadly. You're crazy. Borderlands 1 shotguns feel great. Just in their own weird way. They're not as, like, punchy as in most games. They feel nice.
Target destroyed.
They got their own weird, nice feel to it. Their own sort of satisfaction.
We're no match for an AC. Have no fear.
But yeah, False always gravitates towards shotguns. So,
They've got a Baus tetrapod. It's a cut above the other MTs. Ignore it and focus on the mission.
ignore it, my ass. Ooh, ow.
50%.
Shit.
APS overload? Can't speak. How are you?
Got the tetrapod. You're a natural with this 621. Looks like you got them all.
I do like that it looks like it's wearing sneakers, though.
621. Return to base.
I think it was it False that pointed it out? Yeah, the white feet make it look like it's wearing sneakers. It is pretty good. This can't be. Nothing is stronger than a Baus Tetrapod MT. Songbirds are chapter 3. Are they really chapter 3? I thought they were earlier.
One new message.
I see you're back, 621. The Corps see the Liberation Front as a hindrance to expanding their coral survey. But to the Rubiconians, your actions are only helping the Corps with their invasion. It's just a job, 621. All of it.
All of it. Okay. What do I want to do? Nothing? Oh, I want to swap it back to the Ludlow. I've got a theme in mind now. I'm just going to do what I can to fit the theme, basically. No shotguns available yet. But we can definitely stack up the Ludlows and start getting a bit of that feel. swap out that core piece. It's gonna look weird with the arms and legs. It's temporary. Don't worry about it right now. Oops, hold on. Let the arms, yeah, there we go, fold. It's temporary. Some of the early AC builds were funny. Could be worse. And double missiles. I'm just gonna hold out for the OS stuff to open up on shoulders and all that. Yeah, we are just doing tester AC. Never really liked the crooked neck. I really like the look of this frame.
It's an open call from the Archibus Group.
To all independent mercenaries, this request comes from Schneider of the Archibus Group. Dafeng, one of our adversaries allied with Balaam, has introduced a new tester AC. It's a sample model from an external architect, featuring extensive assembly optimizations. In the hands of an experienced pilot, it will pose a threat far too great to ignore. This brings me to the request. Intercept delivery of the tester AC and destroy it. The Archibus Group looks forward to news of your success.
When it's paired with the
Briefing over.
legs, yeah.
And happy hunting.
That's generally just kind of a symptom of them making like part sets in like gens 4, 5, 6.
The target may be a product sample, but it's still an AC. Stay sharp, 621.
It's just kind of harder to make like totally custom frame setups that actually look unique and good at the same time.
Commence mission. We've got a read on the target. Now's the time, 621.
Sometimes it was tough to blend like Crest and Mirage parts. That's true. And even like all the way back in AC1, they were designing the parts as sets a lot of the time. Like if you look at the old concept art, they just weren't, or they felt more modular than they do in the later gens, at least in my opinion.
Go for a direct hit.
Damn it! I can't die like this. Red guns need this AC. I can't fail this mission. I just wanted to call sign of my own.
Enemy AC destroyed. That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
False Mecho. I think ultimately I prefer the newer way. Like the AC4 way with so many distinct styles. But yeah, blending has become difficult. Honestly, I don't know which one I really prefer.
Well, Handler Walter. The way your hound's been up in my business, I'm surprised you'd even dare to call. Michigan, about my proposal. Yeah, you sure about that? I'll be working your hound just as hard as any other red gun. Gen 4s can be emotionally withdrawn. They need a shot in the arm every now and then. Then you got a deal. I'll send Volton Iguasu. They'll give your latest hound a proper red gun welcome.
I love Michigan.
One new message.
About the tester AC you downed. That was being shipped to the Red Guns, Balaam's in-house AC squad. They're Balaam's main force, and its members are no amateurs. Remember who you're messing with.
Okay. Unfortunately, it is about that time. But I'm happy with the progress. I'm happy to be back to AC6. I love AC6. The arms are, once again, I'm like 10k short right now. I'm at 128,000. Just short of the arms. Just shy. But we'll get there. I like how this shows Michigan knows when to tone it down. What a game. Not gonna betray them in New Game Plus playthroughs or anything? No. No. It is about that time though. I got shit to go do, unfortunately. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy it and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing a whole bunch of other stuff, like Ace Combat, Metal Gear. What are we doing other than those? Resident Evil, Yakuza. It's all good shit. Come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed on the YouTube side of things, feel free to leave a like. Algorithm, you know how it is. When the stream ends, it still turns into a VOD and gets pushed in the algorithm, which, speaking of, Chole VODs. If you didn't know, the stream VODs are getting moved slowly but surely from the main channel over to a new dedicated VOD channel, just because I don't want to be flooding sub feeds with something every day anymore for people who don't care about the streams and are just here for the videos. So, go and sub to that if you want to get your stream VODs for any reason. They're all over there. Well, not yet. We're working on it. They will all be over there with time. I stream every day, so it's going to take a bit to move the whole archive, but we're working on it. Other than that, if you're looking for anything outside of YouTube or Twitch to engage with the community, check out links in the description below on YouTube or on Twitch. They're like on the channel page. They're in chat commands, whatever. If you're looking for things like Twitter, Discord, anything, it's all there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.